Hey, chat, you want to see the most melodramatic shit ever? So Jordan Peterson got banned on Twitter, and he put out a whole cope video. It's amazing. You guys want to see Jordan Peterson, a grown man? This is a guy that is has written self-help books about how to make your life better and happier, and this is the tone he has after getting banned by Twitter. This is a guy you're going to take life advice about, or from, rather. This is this guy's coping just fine. Okay, he'll have you know he's not mad at all.
Hello, everyone. A few days ago, I penned an irritated tweet.
I love. Okay, can we just take a second to appreciate that he got dressed up for his "I got banned from Twitter" video, and he sat down on like his set with his light. Like, did he get a crew? Did he call his production company and get people to come out here? Or is this a situation where he has this in his basement like I do, and it just looks like a set, and really it's just dog shit, and like on the other side of this camera is his water heater? Because that's what you get from me.
In response to one of the latest happenings on the increasingly heated...
I feel like it's quiet. I'm going to turn it up. I feel like it's just a touch quiet.
...culture war front. In response to the decision of an actor named Ellen Elliott Page.
He's mad at Elliot Page, and is like, I'm gonna pretend to be, I'm gonna be so cringe. I'm gonna pretend to not remember his name. I'm gonna do that boomer shit. Wow, very, very subtle. Look at this acting chops. Can we go back one more time where he pretends to like stumble over, like he pretends he forgot? This is some acting, dude. Look at this.
Actor named Ellen Elliott Page.
Wow, fucking big stuff.
I am employing this awkward and impossible naming style because it is now apparently mandatory.
Impossible.
And am probably doing it wrong.
What?
Nonetheless.
Probably. What? Okay, you would have me believe that TikTok witches can get pronouns right with little to no effort. But this guy, who's written several academic level books and has been a professional psychologist for years, his mind cannot fucking get there. He's got too few brain cells to properly reach someone's name is this. What's your name? Oh, it's Elliot? Okay, that's your name then. Cool. Like, hello? Does he have a problem? Do you think Jordan Peterson or any transphobe has the same issue when a woman marries a man? This is, of course, cis heterosexual people. When a cis heterosexual woman marries a cis heterosexual man and she changes her last name to his, do you think Jordan Peterson or any transphobe has trouble remembering their proper last name? Me either. Why is it so hard with first names?
As you're doing it wrong is the whole point of what has been made mandatory.
Dude, I had to stop so. It's not the whole point. The whole point is just like people's names are what they are and their pronouns are what they are. That's it. That's the whole point. You're just being inaccurate. I don't know. Maybe we're just sticklers. It's really just like, hey, this is this person's name, and you're like, no, it's not. It's that, and it's like, it isn't, Jordan.
But also, I'm trying to make a point.
What's the point?
I've essentially been banned from Twitter.
Oh, no.
As a consequence. I say banned, although technically I have been suspended. But the suspension will not be lifted unless I delete the hateful tweet in question, and I would rather die than do that.
Hold the fuck on. Okay, imagine this scenario. You're Jordan Peterson, okay? You're Jordan Peterson, and the leftist hordes are at the gates, okay? The leftist hordes. We've started the revolution specifically because of Jordan Peterson's vaguely transphobic tweet about Elliot Page. We're storming we've busted into Canada. We've taken their poutine. We are literally, we've taken their mooses and we're riding them ourselves. And we get up to Jordan Peterson's home and we knock on the door and he says, "Hello, who's there?" or whatever his voice is, and we're like, we're the leftists. And if you don't delete this tweet right now, we're gonna clap you and your family. We're gonna do it. Jordan Peterson's like, "I'm not deleting the tweet. I'm not doing it." Okay. For the record, I would do anything for my family, including saying I was religious or a Republican. I'll say the N-word to save my family. Sorry, chat. I don't think that's a brave statement to make. I'll say slurs to save my family from certain death. Sure, fuck it. I mean, like these are not. Come on, man. If the slur Nazi guy breaks down my door and says, "Say the N-word or I shoot your wife," I'll say the N-word. Is this a hard, like, how? This is a hypothetical that's never gonna happen, Jordan Peterson. No one wants to kill you for your tweet. He's so ridiculous. He's so melodramatic. I'm never going to do this. You gotta let them kill one family member. You know, that's right. Okay, I'll do it.
And hopefully it will not come to that, although who the hell knows in these increasingly strange days. What was it that I
We got a Voosh raid. Welcome, Vooshers.
said that caused such a fuss? And that fuss is just beginning. And even...
I don't know, man. There's something... That fuss is just beginning. He's gonna fucking get us, guys. The fuss is just beginning. That... Imagine... Imagine the movie, like, Batman. Batman gets a note in the mail from what he assumes is the Riddler, and inside it's just Jordan Peterson. The fuss is about to begin! Fuck, man. What a threat.
more importantly and complexly, what exactly was it that I said?
Sees himself a member of the White Rose. What's that? What is the White Rose? Pretend I don't know anything about stuff. You're right. Jade Monkey, thanks for following. Wilder Than Thou, thanks for following.
That resulted in the ban.
Ramble was just a gorilla.
Here's the tweet in question.
For the record, Jordan Peterson has banned me. We did a series about this. I don't know if Hannah's still in chat. We did a series about this.
Ramble was just a gorilla.
I gotta press not too long ago. It'll be in my Menchies because I tweeted about it earlier, just because it was some mad boys are in my thing. We did a series on Jordan Peterson about not understanding. In 2018, we did this, and so if you wanted to watch that, we did this a long time ago. You can follow me on Twitter. But I don't think he liked our book review. He blocked me. Anyway, I saw some people, specifically it was Repzion earlier today. I saw Mr. Repzion saying, like, welcome, by the way, Raiders. I should say, hi, I'm actual Jake. I'm a leftist, and sometimes you see me wear a corn suit. It happens. Also, we have this screen with a corn ass. You guys like, you're Vosh enjoyers. You guys like ass. We have ass here, so welcome. The White Rose was a Munich... I almost said Munchie-based. The White Rose was a Munich-based German resistance group, mainly by students. The Scholl siblings, mainly. They were found out in 1943 and executed. Oh, shit. Jordan Peterson blocked you. Should put that in resume. I mean, he blocks a lot of people.
Ramble was just a gorilla.
He's also banned for this. Remember when pride was a sin and Ellen? Oh, fuck. I was like, who the fuck is this? Oh, it's Elliot Page. Elliot Page had her breasts removed by a criminal physician. I'm so confused by... thanks. As Raphael. I'm so confused why he thinks adults... He's to the point where adults can't get, like, their tits changed. Is he against boob jobs that make tits bigger? Is he only anti-less tit? I'd love to talk to Jordan Peterson about this, like, just about tits in general. It's a criminal physician for an adult person to purchase in the free market of medical care gender affirmation surgery? Okay. Seems strange.
Remember when pride was a sin? And Ellen Page just had her breasts removed by a criminal physician. Then a link to a story that detailed out the happenings. The response from Twitter, quote, violating our rules against hateful conduct.
Yeah.
You may not promote violence against, threaten, or harass other people on the basis of race, ethnicity, national origin, sexual orientation, gender identity, religious affiliation, age, disability, or serious disease.
Again, this is a professional man that wants you to take life advice from him on how to, like, resolve conflict, on how to have a happier life. And nonetheless, this is how he reacts to a Twitter ban. Nice. Sky comment. Thanks. Good one to Azrael Balsara. Ray Comfort made a pro Jordan Peterson. By the way, in that series that I showed you, in this series, of which there are many videos in this. Anyway, in this series that we did, we go over and we read the book chapter by chapter. If you're ever interested in 10 Rules for Life or whatever, he is a Christian. He always has been. It's not even really a secret. I don't know why any of his supporters would ever say anything other than that. I'm very surprised. Oh, I guess I wanted to see the Ray Comfort thing.
To these following
Fantastic.
very moving interviews and see if you can figure out where he stands with God.
By the way, Ray Comfort sent us an apology basket once upon a time because he falsely DMCA'd our channel and he didn't want us to sue him. Oh shit! I can't look at him cry, guys. It just makes me too emotional. Maybe we'll look at that later.
By clicking delete,
Fatball Bastard, thanks for following, dude.
you acknowledge that your tweet violated the Twitter rules.
Oh yeah, you're still mad about this.
Delete. If you think we've made a mistake,
Oof.
submit an appeal to us. Please note that should you do so...
Hold on. Can someone do me a favor? Actually, I could do this. Do you guys want to watch me? I feel like he needs a Zima bottle in his hand right now. You guys remember Zima? Zima, right? Zima. Yeah, this shit. If you don't remember it, you're young. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about how old I am. They brought it back like 3 summers ago. It's a malt beverage that you maybe saw your mom drink back in the day. You guys remember these? Limited release Zima. Citrus. It's fine. It's bubbly. It's sort of like, you guys remember Smirnoff bottles when we were in high school, guys? Because you're all as old as me. Anyway, he should have a Zima bottle. He's got the bitchiness of someone drinking Zima and the entitlement of someone that's like, I paid $8 for this 6-pack of Zima. You know what I mean? Smirnoff Ice.
Your account will remain locked while we review your appeal.
He brought a coupon, but it's expired, and he really wants to use it anyway.
First, it is clearly the case that I did not promote violence against or threaten anyone with my missive.
With my missive. Okay, can we... Jordan Peterson and all people should be banned from regarding their tweets as missives. Okay? That's just, it's too official. It's like, he didn't have like parchment and a runner. He didn't have like I don't know, a guy on a horse like galloping through the night with a lantern. Like, trying to get the word, my missive, send my missive. Strange. Your 3 a.m. Cope tweets about Elliot Page's decisions about his own body are strange. They're not misses.
So that leaves the
seething contempt. Yeah, that's a
lesser sin
that's a
of
great term for it.
harass. Let's assume,
Common Oblivion,
since I
thanks, 3
wasn't
months.
informed, that that was the crime. And further, harassment on the basis of so-called gender identity.
So-called gender identity? Mask of Anarchy, thanks for following. What does he mean by so-called gender identity? Like, even from a cis perspective, and if you don't know, I'm cis and straight. I'm very boring. And white. What is the like, from a cis perspective, gender identity I can wrap my head around. Like, I'm not a person that's ever, like, battled with my gender, right? Even so, it seems pretty simple that, like, if someone told me I was a woman and they forced me to be feminine, that would be uncomfortable to me. I don't like... I have on stream worn makeup. I don't like the feeling of makeup. I certainly don't like a shaved face. I don't like the way that the clothes are, like... Can't you understand that your gender identity is part of your identity? Like, your gender is locked in. Like, kind of, like, however you feel about your gender is probably correct, right? At whatever time. Like, maybe tomorrow it changes. But today, whatever it is, you're right about your gender. If you, like...
By clicking delete, you acknowledge that your tweet violated the Twitter rules. Delete. If you think we've made a mistake, submit an appeal to us. Please note that, should you do so, your account will remain locked while we review your appeal.
I still love how bitchy he is. He's got the scowls of a man who bitches regularly.
Let's take this apart. First,
Let's take it apart. Let's deconstruct the fucking Twitter TOS bot. Let's debate it.
it is clearly
Do
the
you think he'd
case that I
debate
did
Twitter?
not promote violence against or threaten anyone
Okay.
with my missive.
With his
So
missive.
that leaves
That's where
the
we were.
arguably lesser sin of harass.
Okay, definitely
Let's
harassed.
assume, since I wasn't informed, that that was the crime.
Sure.
And further, harassment on the basis of so-called gender identity. Since Twitter did not do me the favor of actually specifying my crime, and there are many possibilities on that front, we unfortunately have to guess at why this has occurred. And that's actually a big problem in and of itself, and also indicative of the utter carelessness of the Twitter organization with regard to the propriety of its own censorial actions.
Bro, can you imagine writing this script for your mad Twitter ban rant? I've been banned off Twitter before. Gender fluid. Thanks for the 3 months. Anyone got any gender fluid? We slurp it up around here. Oh, there's a puppy down here. Hi, buddy. There's been some explosions around the neighborhood because it's 4th of July weekend. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like that. Maybe Darwin will come grace us with his presence in a little bit.
I should at least know exactly.
Oh yeah, I wanted to turn this up. Let's get it back up to where. Yeah.
What I did wrong, if I am required to acknowledge that my tweet violated the Twitter rules. What rules, you sons of bitches?
I can't believe what rules, you sons of bitches, you motherfucker. This is so good, dude. I couldn't. Man, does Jordan Peterson know you can't be this fucking mad on the internet? Like, you just can't be about little stuff. Like, you have to save this kind of mad for real stuff. Dude, you have a PhD and can't figure out why you got Twitter ban hammer. Want a refund on that deployment? I don't think he wants a refund. I think he wants to cry. And he should. He's cried before. Maybe he should. And don't get me wrong, I think crying is a very good thing, Chad. If you feel like you need to cry sometimes, it's probably a good thing. Just let it out. Crying is healthy for you, okay? Not feeling like you need to cry constantly, just when you do need to feel. If you feel occasionally like you need to cry, hopefully it's not a daily occurrence, but you need to let it out. It's emotions. They're valid. Jordan, just come on. We shouldn't be uploading this. This is destructive.
Exactly. Precisely. Because such things matter when the accusations start flying. So what did I say that might constitute harassment?
What's his little pin? What's his little pin here? Anybody know what that means?
Well, many things, hypothetically. Let's begin with, remember when pride was a sin? Although that is merely a factual statement, because under the old rules applicable even a decade ago, pride was a sin.
A sin? Like religious sin? Jordan? The old, which old rules are we talking about? These seem like old rules that we don't govern by. You know what I mean? Like I feel like maybe not defining what sins are, or not defining what sins. Maybe not defining our laws as applicable in regards to their sinfulness, rather.
And had been recognized as perhaps the cardinal sin for thousands of years previously. It still might be regarded as unacceptable to the woke authoritarian moralists who now insist, for example, that we celebrate.
We're woke authoritarians, chat. Everybody knows that all we wanted to do was force everybody to be trans and force everybody to go to Pride and to chop your titties off. That's right.
Pride Month, not hour or day or week, but month.
Are you mad? Is he mad about it? Is he mad about Pride Month?
Literally called it Pride Month.
Yes.
Instead of LGBT plus month or whatever else alphabet acronym which is currently...
I knew he couldn't help it. I was going to make a joke that he this happened in real time. You know how your brain sort of has that like in between seconds you have enough time to think about like 12 different things. Maybe that's just some of us. Mark, thanks for the Prime for 13 months. Dark Beast giving me a Jeff Holiday tweet. This is the best thing? This is the whole best thing? It's not bad. It's not bad. In honor of JP, July is now Gay Wrath Month. Why is he so mad about Pride Month? It's just why does he not know what it means?
As the only acceptable enlightened terminology. I don't regard pride as a virtue. It has been classically regarded as a sin. I don't see that sexual orientation or sexual desire of any sort is something to celebrate or to take pride in.
Sexual desire. At what point are they just flat out not listening at all for about anything? You know what I mean? Gay Lust Month. That's right. Surrender your genitals to the Alphabet Mafia. Yes, we will take them. Chat, if you would force feminize Jordan Peterson after the revolution, Chef Cobby's in chat for no specific reason. What do they think the conversation, like, when they talk to a leftist, of course Jordan Peterson gives leftists a lot of time to describe their point of view. What do they come away from that conversation with? Like, in regards to this topic specifically, what do they think we actually want? Because I'm going to give Jordan, if you happen to run across this because you hate watching content, Jordan, here is a sneak peek into the actual agenda of the leftists. Okay, are you ready? Here's the actual agenda, the gay agenda, the one that they're not telling you about. The agenda is this: if you exist, you're valid. That's it, chat. It's the whole thing. If you exist and you're a cis het man, you're valid. If you exist and you're not a cis het man, you're valid. It's the whole thing. That's it. That's the fucking secret. It's literally just getting away from identity politics. I understand that might feel counterintuitive to someone like Jordan Peterson, but the point is that these people that Jordan and I do not represent, okay? We are very different in regards to how we feel about this, but nonetheless, we fall into the same demographic category. We are white, cis, het men. That's what we are. And that's not the only way people are made. Some people are different than that, and that's just fucking okay. If you're a cishet man, please head to the forced feminization conversion camps led by your local manager at the Antifa Corporation here. That's right. That's right. We have the Walmart. Essentially, it's like the you know the shitty like little like a Walmart that has like a shitty Subway inside of it. We're gonna do that, but it's gonna be where you can get like HRT.
And so what I said was merely a fact. Now, it's possible that I hurt someone's...
It's merely a fact that pride is a sin, is his take here. It is a fact that pride is a sin. Okay.
...feelings.
Seems like a rough...
Because I pointed out that pride
like a rough
goes
stance
before,
to keep.
for example, a fall. But I don't care about that. Would do it again. And also consider it my duty to warn those who are about to fall into a pit that the path they are on leads suddenly downhill.
What's the downhill? What's the so Elliot Page pretty famously said, "Hey, this is what makes me happy, and I would like to be happy. Don't you like people being happy?" And then he went on to be happy. You know. By the way, I think my exposure is... There's something weird about the amount of light that this is receiving. Don't I seem like oddly bright relative to how it was a little bit ago? Maybe I turn the brightness down here, and maybe I don't know. Yeah, I got brighter. I don't know why that happened. It's probably because I turned that off and turned it back on. Here, let's do that, and then do that. I don't know. Anyway. I think that worked.
But
I think that
was probably not the reason.
It's not the sun. The sun was out and brighter earlier. I don't know what happened.
Twitter, although, as I said, I am in the position of having to guess. Next phrase to interrogate.
Shit up.
And
Dum Dum the Potato. Thanks for subscribing at Tier 1 for 3 months in advance.
Ellen Page. Now, why did I stop there?
Gordon Vole, thanks for the 100. Jake, it's Catcher in the Rye. It's always Catcher. They want their values to make them... Oh, fuck.
Because in all likelihood, it was this seemingly innocuous phrase.
Yeah, there's a lot of static or something.
Including the name of a well-known actress. There, I'm in trouble again. That likely resulted in my ban. I committed the fatal crime of what has come to be known in the appalling sensorial terminology of the...
Where'd the lamps go? Oh, fucking true. Fucking true. They're all ace. Oh no. Ace. Demi. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't save it. True. That's why it looked a little weird. There you go. That's what they were. We have Ace, Demigirl, and Trans right now flying. That's the leaders for July. By the way, Buys won Pride Month. Just so you guys know. The Buys ended up winning Pride Month. That was the Pride Lampers. July Lampers are Ace, Demigirl, and Trans.
The insane activists as dead naming, which is the act of referring to someone who has transitioned, another hated piece of jargon and slogan, by the name and by the inference, the gender, really the sex, that everyone knew them by previously, and in the case of Ellen/Elliot, that millions of people
Why does he just... I don't know what it is about these guys. Like, they get so hung up on this. He's like, no, it's Ellen. And it's like, It's like this person, Elliot Page, his name is what it is. It's like it's not going to change because you insist. I don't really know why. I don't know why it's even in their heads that this is something they get to like yell about. There we go. You know what it was? It was my sharpness setting was up all the way. There we go, chat. How's that for you? A little bit better? Actually, it's a little out of focus now. Hold on. What the fuck, man? This whole thing turned off, and now it's just sad, dude. There we go. Should be a little bit better. Is that better? Doesn't matter.
Recognized and knew.
Yeah.
So I should have either called him, her, they, Elliot, instead of Ellen. Although, as we will discover, that would have made it impossible for me to say what I wanted to and need to say in the remaining phrases. Not that such a problem would bother those who are objecting to my speech in the first place.
So he's deconstructing his transphobic tweet and is like, if I said Elliot Page, you wouldn't know who I'm talking about? Okay. I disagree. I'm pretty sure everybody who knows Elliot Page knows that he's trans, right? Or at least right now. Yeah, he's just going to detonate him the whole time. It's whatever. It is what it is.
The next phrase is, just had her breasts removed.
Mm-hmm.
This bit suffers from a very similar problem. I employed the forbidden pronoun her when Elliot, Ellen, is now to be regarded as a he or else.
Or else. I mean, it's just misgendering somebody. I mean, it is what I mean. He just disagrees, I guess, which is okay. But then everybody else disagrees with that. So here we are. You're wrong. You're digging in. This is what happens. It's a virtue signal at best. It's not even new. Yeah, it's been how long has Elliot Page been out? It's been like 2019? 18?
But there's a conundrum here, to say the least, and not just for me, although I have been
You don't know
banned
who Elliot
because
is?
of it.
Elliot Page.
Was Elliot
actor.
/ Ellen a she or a he, or Ellen or Elliot, when she or he or they, that's Elliot or Elian, by the way, had
Why does he keep doing that?
his or her or their breasts removed? If he or she was a he, then why was it necessary to have the mastectomy?
What?
And how could those I am writing to make sense of what I was saying if it was his breasts that were removed?
Men have breasts? That's pretty easy. There we go. Ellie! See you later. There she goes. Yeah, men have titties, by the way, guys. He's lost fucking touch, man. He is lost. He has not been touching any grass recently.
Were those male breasts or female breasts that were removed? If they were male breasts, then why were they removed? If they were female breasts and had therefore become objectionable to the degree that surgery generally reserved for cancer treatment was required, was morally obligatory, then wasn't Elliot still Ellen and he still she?
I don't know how to break it to Jordan or any of his supporters. If having titties doesn't change your name, it just doesn't. I don't know. His argument is that tits are inherent to your identity, I guess. Like, this doesn't make any sense at all. He now has such a hard position to defend. I wouldn't be surprised if he refuses to debate this with anybody. Like, that's impossible to defend. How many cis celebrities have changed their names? All of them. Almost all of them have some form of stage name editing. Like Tom Cruise and stuff. There's no way. Like, Vin Diesel's a great example. Is Jordan Peterson happy to call him Vin Diesel? Is he happy to call Prince or the Beatles the Beatles? Like, He doesn't say like, that's John Paul Wrinkle, you know.
How could I possibly
That's
have
your
written
real name, Ribbit.
that
True.
sentence in any sensible manner whatsoever, while simultaneously making my point understandably and not breaking Twitter rules against so-called hateful conduct? And
So, yeah, this is a good point, Altered Rin. So when he sees a trans woman with tits, is he like, now you're a woman, now I will agree? So doesn't he, by his literal logic, Ellen Page, as he so says, who was totally a lady, got her titties taken off, which is how you know there's a lady there. So now wouldn't he, by his own admission, have to refer to Elliot Page properly? Because there's no tits? Like... I just don't understand what the end point of his argument is besides, I don't want someone to get their tits removed. Yeah, this isn't a quality argument. This isn't a smart people thing. Smart people get fooled by this guy a lot. It's weird.
Page
I mean, it's
just
because
had
they're not
his breasts removed?
You miss biddies? Well, who's biddies? Sky Comet's 50 biddies? I think the meat diet gave him mad cow. Oh, no.
Was he Elliot then? When exactly?
When exactly? When Elliot decided to tell you. That's when Elliot Page exists to us. That's all that matters, right? Like, does it matter when Elliot Page decided? Like, for us, what fundamentally changed is when he told us. That's it. It doesn't matter the exact moment that he decided what his name was and how he wanted to be referred. Like, it's when he came out. Like, yeah, that's it. That's the whole thing. I think Jordan could use some time in the cornfield. You know what I mean? I think Jordan could use a tier 3 subscription to actual Jake, and he could spend some time here, have a conversation. I think that'd be good.
Exactly. He was definitely Ellen at some point in the past, or so indicate all his, her, them, their film credits.
Mm-hmm.
Will all those have to be reshot since they employed the hated dead name?
No. It's just in the future. It's like, okay, there was a point when it was okay because that's what Elliot Page was comfortable with, and then Elliot became not comfortable with that, and then henceforth, no more will it happen. That's it. That's the whole thing. Master, thanks for the 15 months. Appreciate it.
That doesn't exist, by the way, that
Very grown up. What's very
dead
grown
name category, except in the sensorial and addled minds of a tiny fraction of insanely narcissistic and increasingly dangerous
up? Face. Are you saying that I am juvenile for choosing his pause faced and then tweeting it? Is that what you're saying? Are you? It's Page. Is it Page?
activists. When precisely was it incumbent
Yes,
on
way
me
to go.
to switch
Black Fox, are you a Jordan Peterson fan?
my terminology in regard
I'm
to
pretty sure
Elliot
it's
slash
Paige.
Ellen?
Am I crazy? Are you right? You're right. Page. Fine. I don't fucking care. I don't care.
So that I was not
gonna
engaging in
believe it.
hateful conduct.
Don't care.
And how can I describe the fact that someone who was once a woman, and really still is, had her
Really still is.
breasts cut off because she, he, they, their, them had fallen prey to a viciously harmful fad without using the appropriate sex-linked pronoun and the real name of the real person to whom this was really done.
I mean, Elliot chose this on purpose, and he's making it deliberately more complicated just because, he doesn't agree. It's like you don't get to agree on what someone else gets to do with their body. You don't get to agree or disagree. You just don't get a fucking point. You just do not get. You don't get an opinion on what Elliot Page does or anybody else does with their own body. You don't get one. He takes, he puts more effort into being transphobic, of course. Biological essentialism rears its ugly head once more. It's so weird. So does that mean that he must find, like some kind of attraction to someone like this? Who is otherwise entirely masculine? Like, what? Is the guy, are you going to answer? Are you a Jordan Peterson fan? Because he looks really fucking stupid here. I would love for you to admit that you're a Jordan Peterson fan. You're in chat, right? Come on. Say, yes, I'm a Jordan Peterson fan. Sorry, not attractive. True. You are a Jordan Peterson fan. Did he help you? Did he help you in a time? You're like, are you a Jordan Peterson fan because you're mad that women won't fuck you? And since they won't fuck you, you feel a lot of inner rage. And then he's like, clean your room. And you're like, oh, he helped me clean my room. Is that why? If you tell me you're not fucking anybody, you can come on here. We can have a talk. Not really.
With his
for boys who didn't have a dad growing up, I disagree. I don't think Jordan Peterson's for anybody, irrespective of their daddy
voluntary
issues.
But unfortunate acquiescence, and so it was impossible.
He once got boners for Elliot before his transition. Now he's confused man. I remember when Juno came out, I was like very attracted to Elliot Page, Juno specifically. I don't know why. Yeah, I really like Juno. I'm still attracted? Well, once he became Mask, it fell off for me, but that's okay. It's not for me, you know? Some of you, it hasn't, it's like, hell yeah, you get to keep it. There you go.
Possible to communicate what had happened to my audience without apparently running afoul of the impossible and absurd rules that now hypothetically govern morality itself in the days.
It's just a preference, right? What's just a preference? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, so Jordan Peterson is mad that an adult chose what to do with their own body. Black Fox, do you agree that adults don't get to choose what to do with their own body?
Days of the degenerated postmodern and Marxist ethos that we must still, no matter how impossible it is, abide by.
Do adults get to do whatever they want with their own body?
And you might object.
Sometimes? Why only sometimes? Why can't I do whatever I want to my own body? Black Fox, now's the time. Now's the time, my friend. Black Fox, you are officially in the spotlight. You have only these options: to come on here and defend the position that adults cannot do whatever they want with their body, or get banned. Let's try it. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. What's going to happen? What do you think's going to happen? I'm ex-military. Sometimes my body wasn't choice. Did you get shot in the helmet and concussed? Because that didn't make any sense. So you agree that sometimes it's good not to... No. Black Fox. Your choice. Yeah. Sure, we can talk about how the military is dog shit and its members and supporters are not great either. But I'd rather talk about why someone ought to have the choice over what to do with their own body. Discord right now. Click that official Discord link. It's your choice to join the military. That's true. Although, There's also systemic issues or systemic reasons why you might have turned to the military and joined the military-industrial complex to save yourself out of a possible impoverished future because you thought it was the only way for you to get out of your current situation. But I mean, like, you know, I feel for you. I feel for you in a lot of ways. Let me turn this. I accidentally bumped it when everything shut off. Come on, bro. Said earlier that time was an impossible thing to see the future of that. What? You said earlier that what? Black Fox, last chance. Last chance. Click the Discord link and join. You ready, Black Fox? You ready to have your position be met? This is the rules here. These are the rules. If you want to say dumb shit, you have to back it up. Come on, Black Fox. It's your chance. You can impress Jordan Peterson. Destroy me with facts and logic. Let's fucking go, baby. I don't have Discord. You will if you click that button. Nightbot, the official Discord, if you just click that, you'll have it. It's just a browser link. Discord's free. There it is. It's not a... There's nothing else that you have to do besides click that. Wow. Takes 30 seconds to make an account. It does. It really does. They don't have Discord. They don't have Discord. Well, until you do, and then you have it. Always tech illiterate. Always tired. Always. Every time, dude.
Josh Elliott is an adult, 30-something, and fully capable of...
By the way, I still have... Let's see if anyone's... Let's see. I believe this is it. No. Damn, that's the boys thing. Lauren Chen really didn't like that. Lauren Chen did not like me telling her she did not understand the boys. Anyway, I'm still challenging any conservative to have a conversation about freedom with me. I don't think you'll be able to do it. Anyway, that's still open offer. Here, let's undo a retweet and just retweet it one more time. Pop it up to the top of your timeline there. The tweet's been deleted. What? No, it hasn't. Stop it.
Maze B.
There you go. Shut up. Shut up. Strangely, Black Fox has stopped chatting. Curious. That is curious. Skycom, next thing went to Uncle Gumbald.
making
It's so curious.
up his, her, their own mind about such things.
By the way, add in 3 minutes, chat. Get your subs in while you can.
She, he, they are welcome from the liberal and the libertarian position to go to hell in a handbasket as she, he, they see fit.
The liberal and the libertarian position. So he's no longer a libertarian. He's just a fucking conservative.
And fair enough, to some degree.
The she,
But I don't
they, she,
believe
hey,
it is either
he,
merely picayune or
they.
inappropriate to point out that Ellen/Elliot, who is quite a good actor/actress,
He's a fucking butt man, dude.
is also a ritual model for emulation, being a star with all the privileges and, let us point out, the responsibilities that go along with that. So by acquiescing to this surgery and by publicizing it, and by insisting...
Yeah, he got hair plugs. It is what it is. You can get hair plugs. Look, if you're a man that feels the need to get hair plugs later in life, that is a body augmentation that I think you should have the freedom to do, okay? I think you absolutely can do this. You can change your body. Unless you're cis.
upon the sanctity and the moral virtue of his, her, their new, expensive, dangerous...
I would never do that, though. I would never do that, though, chat. This hairline is staying where it's at. Okay? If it leaves me, it leaves me. We're not gonna hold on to it like our youth. We're just gonna let it go, dog.
And medically enhanced identity, and by participating in the whole
I'm glad Jordan got gender-affirming surgery like that. Isn't that strange that Jordan Peterson would be allowed to affirm himself, but others cannot? Sarah, I'll have you know, I appreciate you, but I mean, like,
If you would have said to me,
here it is. It's already here. We're doing it next.
whole identity charade, Ellen/Elliot has undoubtedly, with his, her, their so-called courage,
there.
and remember, the White House itself has tweeted
Thank
out
you.
every indication of believing in the courage of those who transition, enticed many a poor, confused adolescent, girl most likely, to blame her emergent pubescent self-consciousness, confusion, and discomfort on being born in the wrong body, and believing that the courageous, self-affirming, and morally admirable route is hormonal treatment, sterilization, subjugation to a lifetime of expensive medical complication.
Elliot Page is a millionaire. Normalize people making their bodies and environments in a way that make them happy. True. Yeah, I don't care who wants to. You can do whatever you want. If you have titties, you can do whatever you want with them. Literally anything, as long as they don't affect anybody else's ability to live their life. So you can't turn your titties into weapons. Like, you can't cut both titties off and then chain them together like tit nunchucks and then beat people with them. You can't do that, chat. No tit nunchucks. I will be on Jordan Peterson's side if you guys start tit nunchucks. Lorenzi, thanks for following.
How delightful.
No tit lasers? You're damn right. Unless you kill Nazis with them, and then I don't care.
Is that?
Actually, in fact, you can use the tit nunchucks on Nazis as well.
And misery.
And cannons, yeah. No, I take it back. Yeah. I take it
And
back.
I
I'm walking it
believe
back.
firmly that Ellen
Walking it back.
/Elliot, or whatever the hell her name or his name is, bears moral culpability for that. And finally, with regard to the final phrase, criminal physician, I must say that I've had some post-coital, so to speak, regrets about that phrase.
I have some post-coital regrets. Okay. He's a transphobe now? What do you mean he's a transphobe now? Here's a clip from my video in 2018.
Defending freedom of speech, because that's how people are.
Oh,
And I'm
not that.
Yeah, I don't like Nazis. I'm speaking out the way I'm speaking out because I think this is a route to no violence. And violence is lurking. And you can say that that sounds like a threat.
There was no violence at our protest, though.
I just asked, would you refer to me if it wasn't for this law, and I asked you to refer to me with they, them pronouns, would you? And your answer was no.
Not if I was compelled to.
Not if I was compelled to. Your hairline's different. Just tossing that out there. Gender-affirming surgery advocate Jordan Peterson. Look at that hairline. Gender affirmation. Tit Jewish space later, you can have them.
It is clearly the case that the surgical operation performed by the butchers who butchered
Chat, if you do not have a subscription in 3 minutes, we send you off into ad land.
Elliot/Ellen was legal.
2018 peoples had no idea what was coming. If only they had watched my series of videos on the subject, then you would have.
So, was it criminal or not? Were the operations undertaken by the fascist physicians who carried out the Nazi medical experiments legal?
They were forced. Those patients were forced to undergo these things? For the record, this is how libertarian I am on you can live your own life. If you, without coercion, right? If you just feel like you want to be experimented on by Nazi scientists, without coercion or otherwise, I will let you. You get to choose that. Much in the same way you can do whatever you want to your body. You can take whatever drug you want, in my opinion. You can have sex with whoever you want as long as they're consenting adults. Like, I don't give a fuck what you do with your own body, guys. I'm gonna toss it out there that not many people are going to go to the Nazi scientists for their surgeries. Elliot Page opted into this with medical professionals for gender affirming surgery that is advocated for by every reputable medical like advocate there is. Like, it's not a debate whatsoever if that was the right course of action, because it's up to Elliot to decide that. I want Jake to spank me in his basement. That makes sense.
Yes.
I don't do a lot of basement
under the laws
spanking
of the
here.
time. But were they...
The downstairs is for the Dungeons and Dragons setup, not the sex dungeon setup. I understand how that could be confusing. But
criminal? I'll
Dungeons
leave
in
that
bedroom.
question up to you to answer. And further, perhaps it might be objected, what about the damage done by hypothetically leaving those confused about their identity to dwell in their confusion? Aren't we morally obliged to intervene? And I would say, no. Why? Well, first, do no harm, as the Hippocratic Oath, remember that, insists.
Do no harm.
And
Say not
second-
doing any harm by agreeing to do a surgery someone chooses to get.
It has been a matter of historical consensus that sins of omission are less egregious than sins of commission.
Are they?
Thus, leaving someone
Sins,
with
a lot of
gender
sin talk.
dysphoria, no matter how warranted, and perhaps it is in a very tiny minority of truly unfortunate cases,
So it couldn't possibly be warranted in this case? I feel like Jordan Peterson had a crush on Ellen Page at one point, like thought that Ellen Page, as a like the Juno actor, and he was like, oh, look at this woman that I'm attracted to, and then Elliot Page comes out and is like, look at me, I'm a man, and this is how I feel, and this is makes me happy. I like masculinity, and I like how I represent myself in this way. It makes me more comfortable. And he got a weird boner and couldn't figure, and now he's just mad about the weird boner. It's a weird boner. This is a whole boner rant, right? That's it. This is the whole thing. He's mad about his strange attraction shifting around this. Very, very odd. Akathis, thanks for following.
to suffer the consequences of the theoretical mismatch between soul and body is less of a risk ethically, personally, socially, and philosophically than the extremely active intervention that constitutes so-called gender-confirming, another hated phrase, surgery.
Is gender confirming a hated phrase? He means by himself or us?
I might also point out that the trans surgery enterprise is now a $300 million per annum growth industry. Rate of projected expansion, 15% per year. Projected increase by 2027.
Oh, okay. I'd be happy to decommodify any sort of gender confirmation. In fact, I'd love to decommodify every form of healthcare. So happy to get rid of their profit margins.
To $750 million per year. An expanding enterprise in
I
a
thought he liked capitalism.
time of global uncertainty. Time to invest, both in the requisite surgical skills and perhaps in any industry associated with this vicious and unconscionable fad, primarily entangling, as such things so often do, the youthful and female. Isn't
What? Wait. I don't. Since when is the trans debate and the trans problem from these people's perspective, women like I guess trans men? What trans men are often deleted from the conversation altogether, and it's only about like trans women. Why is he pretending like this is all it's there's so many women pretending to be men out there. Like, what the fuck? This is like
that a concern? Intersectionalists? Not when push comes to shove.
intersectionalists.
Or ideology to scalpel.
What does he think intersectionality? What does he think that is?
Is that not a true moral hazard?
No, it isn't a
But I'm not
moral
taking
hazard.
down that tweet or acknowledging that my tweet violated the Twitter rules. Up yours, woke moralists. We'll see
Fuck.
who cancels who.
Fuck. Oh, we'll see. He's gonna get us. Up yours. Eat my short. Oh, that was a little whistle. Sorry, chat. Eat my shorts. I didn't even know I could whistle like that. Can I even try to do that again? I can't. Up yours anyway.
Twitter's a rat hole in the final analysis,
a
and I have
rat hole.
probably contributed to that while trying to use, understand, and master that horrible, toxic platform. No doubt, I owe some apologies for that, and I'm trying to learn, but it's a relief in some real sense to be banned, and I regard it under the present conditions as a badge of honor.
Boom. Oh, now on Daily Wire Plus. Oh, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that you can get an exclusive Jordan Peterson content by going to Daily Wire Plus. Can you believe it, chat? Never expected him to be a conservative. Never expected him. Yeah, I'm pretty fucking scared. Here's what's going to happen, chat. Here's what's going to happen. Jordan Peterson and other conservative, fascist apologists like him are going to try to come for LGBTQ plus people and their families. And then what's going to happen is all of those people trying to come for these families are going to get very well acquainted with the contents of our soup cans. That's the best case scenario for them. Best case scenario, they enjoy extra soup.